Toby Tiangco is a dedicated public servant with a deep commitment to Navotas and its people. Known for his hands-on leadership, he has consistently worked to improve public services, promote good governance, and uplift the lives of Navotagos. With years of experience as both mayor and congressman, he continues to champion transparency, economic development, and community-driven initiatives to build a better future for his city. Tobias Ronald Toby Marcello Tiangco is the current representative of Navotas City's lone congressional district since 2022, since entering politics in 1998. He has served in various elective positions such as vice mayor, mayor, and congressman. He obtained a degree in management from the Ateneo de Manila University in 1989. Before joining politics, he worked and held top positions in companies owned by his family, such as Trans-Pacific Journey Fishing Corporation and R&LT Shipyard. He was also president of the Fish Producers and Suppliers Association of the Philippines, director of the Inter-Island Deep Sea Fishing Association, and part of the 202nd Naval Reserve Command of the Philippine Navy. During his time as vice mayor, he assumed the mayoralty post twice, from 1998 to 1999 as OIC mayor due to an electoral protest filed against then-Mayor Cipriano Bautista, and in 2000 after Bautista's death. He was elected mayor from 2000 to 2010, congressman from 2010 to 2019, back to mayor from 2019 to 2022, and again as congressman. He served as member, president, and spokesperson of the United Nationalist Alliance from 2012 until his resignation in 2016 due to differences of view on political alliances with other members. He surprised his colleagues in Congress in 2012 when he appeared for the defense panel during the impeachment trial of Chief Justice Renato Corona. Tiangco is married to Michelle Romualdez Yap, cousin of President Ferdinand and Marcos Jr., with whom he has a son. He is the brother of current Navotas City Congressman John Ray. His father is a second cousin of news anchor Mel Tiangco. In 2021, he faced a complaint before the Office of the Ombudsman over his reported failure to physically report to work. In 2024, he and his brother were recognized as 2023 Outstanding Public Servants by the RP Mission and Development Foundation, Inc. for their collaborative initiatives in Navotas City. Navotas Representative Toby Tiangco explained that the sense of Mindanao voters changed after Vice President Duterte was impeached by the House of Representatives, and the impeachment was filed in the Senate for trial. We know what happened in Mindanao. This all started when the impeachment was filed. Before the elections, we commissioned a survey in November, December, and we have tracked Mindanao, Tiangco said. I have seen it clearly. If in the past, our candidates were getting votes from Mindanao, now no more. In the past, they chose candidates that they liked. Now, it changed. Their choice of candidates was whoever would not vote in favor of the impeachment, Tiangco said. The loss of the Alliance's senatorial candidates is self-inflicted. It should not have happened, he said, emphasizing that the initiators of the impeachment against Duterte should blame themselves and should not use him as a scapegoat. During the plenary's first committee-level budget deliberation on August 18, 2025, Tiangco pressed for the immediate release of the signed small committee report. Navotas City Representative Toby Tiangco asked the House Appropriations Committee to release to the public the 2025 small committee report containing the names of its members, as well as the changes they made in the budget, for transparency. I would like to ask the chair to furnish all of the members the signed report of the small committee for 2025, he said. If within 5 minutes wala yan, I big sabihin wala yan. Hangayon palang gagawa yan, Tiangco added. Tiangco said he welcomed newly elected House Appropriations Chair and Nueva Ecija Rep. Michaela Swansing's proposal to abolish the small committee tasked with consolidating amendments made by both chambers of Congress to the General Appropriations Bill gap. But to show good faith, the House leadership should ask Ako Bicol Representative Zoldico, who was the chair of the Appropriations Committee at the time, to release the amendments made by the small committee for the 2025 budget, he said in a mix of Filipino and English in a statement. Tiangco said that if the House leadership truly wanted to investigate irregular flood control projects across the country, they should start by looking at the amendments made by the small committee for the 2025 budget. He was referring to President Ferdinand and Marcos Jr.'s order to the Department of Public Works and Highways DPWH to submit a list of flood control projects built since the start of his administration in 2022 and to subject all flood control structures to audits and performance reviews. Welcome to the exciting world of 1000 Vlogs.